Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to yet another episode of First and Inches.
We are back and better than ever, boys.
Better than ever. Last two videos have been doing great. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, supporting everything.
The support has been wonderful for these
Yeah,
videos.
support has been wonderful these last couple of videos. We want to keep that up, so thank you guys. Let's get right into it.
Yes.
Today's episode, we're going to go through our NFL playoff predictions for the year of 2024. So we're going to lay out the wild card round. We're recording this the Wednesday before the wild card round. We're going to put this out pretty soon. But,
We're amped up.
Yeah, we're fired up. Fired up for this weekend. We're going to pick every game this weekend against the spread. We're going to give you our spread picks for the wild card round. But we'll also have our outright picks if they're different. And then lay out like a bracket for the rest of the playoffs based on our picks. Because obviously, if we have different picks, there'll be different games in the next rounds, so on and so forth. But call this our general playoff prediction episode.
Yeah, so we're going to go through first this weekend's spreads.
Mm-hmm. Wild card weekend. Probably my favorite playoff weekend of the NFL. You get 6 games this weekend.
I think for most fans, this is probably the greatest weekend of their lives.
It's amazing. Wild card weekend's amazing. You got games Saturday, we got one 4:15 and 8. We got 3 games Sunday, and then we got a Monday night game. So loaded slate for us, 6 games. Let's get right into it. Saturday. Saturday, 4:15. Browns going into Houston. 4 versus 5, taking on the AFC South champion Houston Texans.
Yes.
I'm going to take the Texans outright here. Browns are favored by 2.5. Texans are a slight underdog. In the last 10 NFL postseasons, home dogs are 8-3-2 against the spread. There is a track record with home dogs recently in the playoffs. I think the Browns are kind of everyone's sweetheart team right now. Rightfully so. Joe Flacco is great. They have a good defense.
Who doesn't love Joe Flacco?
Who doesn't? I mean, unbelievable story. Who doesn't love Joe Flacco before the story?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And
as a child growing up, Joe Flacco was always one of my favorite quarterbacks.
And as a Delaware Blue Hen.
Exactly.
The guy has a special place in my heart.
That's awesome.
But I'm taking the Texans this weekend. I'm rolling with Stroud. I know rookie QBs don't have a good track record in the playoffs. I don't even count Stroud as a rookie QB. He looks like he's played in the league for 4 years already. Give me the Texans outright. And for the spread picks, plus 2.5. Texans are winning this game.
Yeah, Obi, I have to agree with you here. I'm going to take the Texans also. Like you said, Browns are the public sweetheart this week. I think that their offense has a chance to, if their offense isn't as good as the Texans on Saturday,
the Texans have a better offense than the Browns, I would say
win
right
that
now.
game.
Yeah. Well, the Browns' defense, major advantage there.
Obviously.
But Flacco has been prone to turning the ball over even throughout this
he
stretch
throws
run.
like 3 balls a game.
Yeah, no. Well, he chucks it. That's the way his quarterback style is. He's always been that way. But he is prone to having a couple turnovers. If the Texans can take advantage of that, I think they win this game. Stroud doesn't turn the ball over. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know why the Browns are favored in this game.
It's the defense and
I
the rookie
guess.
QB.
Yeah, but I'm bucking both of that. Give me the Texans.
Yeah, I think this is a little bit of it's a fight between my heart and my mind here. My heart really wants the Browns. My heart really wants the Texans, but my mind is saying to me the defense is going to come through in these playoff situations. But I'm going with Texans anyway. You know how I love Nico Collins. You know
I'm
how
taking
I love
the Texans.
Noah Brown,
CJ.
Stroud, everyone. That whole team
I wish
is
Tank
awesome.
Dell was playing for this game, but
Me too.
Texans. I think Texans win this game outright.
Yeah, let's go on to the next
Yeah,
game
second
on Saturday
game. Lead us off.
This is the Dolphins at Chiefs game. This will be, I think, the Peacock game, right?
This is the Peacock game, the Stream East game,
Yes.
as I like to refer to it.
Yeah, so Peacock is trying to get $1 out of us out of this.
You're not
game.
getting $1 out of my goddamn pocket, Peacock.
Appar-
NBC.
Apparently, this is supposed to be the coldest game in NFL history.
Is that actually true?
Yeah.
Oh, that might change my pick.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 0 degrees. It's going to be crazy.
All right, so my picks for this game, I think the Finns will cover the 4 here, but I don't think they win. This seems like a classic Chiefs sneaking out a playoff game to me. I think the Chiefs win. I'll take the Finns with +4 for our pick'em picks this week. I think the Chiefs win this game outright. Finns haven't been great against teams with winning records this year. Even though they've been close in a lot of those games, they just haven't been able to pull away.
Beat many good teams.
No, they haven't been able to pull away and get those wins, even in the close games against winning teams. I think the Chiefs will find a way to pull this one out of their ass. I know everyone's down on the Chiefs, but it's still Patrick Mahomes in a playoff situation in Arrowhead.
Dude,
I'm going to take the Chiefs.
I'm taking the Chiefs on the money line and the spread. I think this is going to be kind of a squish the fish beatdown.
Yeah, I could. I'm rolling with the Fins. I could see this game being a blowout, though.
Last game, the Dolphins didn't look too good, man. And to be honest with you, is Waddle playing?
Let's give that a quick Google.
Because
Keep
if
going.
Waddle's not playing, then I'm guaranteeing they lose by 10 plus. That offense with Tyreek just being the centerpiece is...
They need Waddle there for sure.
When your backup receivers are Berrios, Cedric Wilson...
Dolphins are optimistic Jalen Waddle plays in the Waddle.
Let's say Waddle plays. I say they still win by 6 plus.
Okay, I respect that. I don't think the Chiefs are a bad pick here.
You can never go wrong backing Mahomes in the playoffs.
I
This dude
agree.
has ice in his veins, and he's going to come out at home in
Fired
a very
up.
cold environment.
Everyone's doubting them
Fired
this year.
up.
Everyone's doubting
You
them
don't think
this year.
he's going to come out fucking amped for this game?
Amped.
That defense is nothing to play with, too.
They have a solid defense.
So,
Like,
yeah.
I can see. Like I said, I think they win. Give me Chiefs win, Fins cover. Let's get on to Sunday. 3-game Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We got 1 game in the AFC, 2 in the NFC. First game Sunday, Steelers going into Buffalo. Bills Mafia.
Oof.
Bills are favored by 10. I'm taking the Bills, but I'll
Going
take the
Bills
Bills
both
by
ways?
17. Yeah, Bills minus 10. I think they cover this. Even though the Bills are 0-8 against the spread in their last 8 is a double-digit favorite. That includes the Skylar Thompson game last year where Skylar Thompson kept them within 7 points, I think, for some fucking reason.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was a close game. But I'm bucking that again. I'm bucking some trends here a little bit. Good.
You like to buck trends.
I like to say, yo, trends, suck it. Bills by 10. I don't think the Steelers should be a playoff team at all. I think it's honestly kind of a joke. I mean, Mike Tomlin's a great coach, but I mean, how the fuck do the Steelers have 10 wins?
Listen, they do the intangibles right. They do everything in between
What's
plays
I think
right.
they have a negative 50-point differential this year.
Wouldn't surprise me. But they do the things right in the game. He knows how to win. That's what Tomlin knows how to do. He's not
Tomlin's
a
an
loser.
unbelievable coach, man.
He knows how to get the most out of the worst players.
Yeah,
And
they were 10-7 with a negative 20-point differential.
I don't even understand how that happens. Has that ever happened?
I don't think so. I would doubt it. That's actually unbelievable. Tomlin's a great coach, but I think the Bills are fucking rolling right now. They're a team that scares me in the AFC as a holder of a certain future ticket, which I won't divulge on until we get to that. But, yeah, give me the Bills by the 10.
I'm going to take the Bills on the money line, but I'm going to take the Steelers on the 10.
I can see the Steelers covering low-key, man.
I don't know how it's going to happen. It's going to be an ugly cover. It's going to be a field position game. It's going to be something like
If
that.
Tomlin slows his game down enough, it's going to be close, but I don't...
That's the only way they have
I
a
really
chance
don't
of
see...
covering.
man, I don't see a reality in which the Bills lose this game, bro.
It would have to be a freak thing.
It would have to be that the
Bills
offense just absolutely blows it.
It would have to be an anemic offense. Josh Allen would have to throw like a pick 6 or 2.
Allen would have to have 3 turnovers, yeah.
And like Mason Rudolph would have to play like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, Mason Rudolph's been playing good football lately. I'm not going to knock the guy.
No, but he'd have to really. He'd have
He'd
to play
the
best
game of his life.
Yeah, to be. But you know what? I'm gonna root for the Steelers plus 10.
You never
here,
know.
But I'm gonna take the Bills in the money.
You never know. Yeah, I'm gonna ride with the Bills both ways there. This next game, these next 2 games Sunday, I would say are the 2 games I'm looking forward to most this weekend personally.
Kind of, yeah, these are the 2 like electric games.
I think these games will both be electric. The first one, Packers. A hot Packers team going into Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas is favored by 7.5 points here. Give me the Packers outright.
Oh wow, that's wild.
I think they're really hot right now. I think they're a really interesting young team. I think their youth is going to play into their advantage.
Oh, definitely.
They're just going in there like, fuck it, what do we have to lose?
They have nothing to lose.
Everyone's expecting the Cowboys to win. Cowboys are one of the best home teams probably in NFL history this season. They're going into Dallas to play them. They haven't lost at home yet this year. I think they've won, 15 straight home games, even dating back to last year. The Cowboys have been unbelievable at home. They're due to lose. They're the fucking Cowboys. What would be a more Cowboys way to end that losing streak, end that home winning
By the
streak?
Packers, who have a very good against the spread record against the Cowboys, and like historically.
Packers historically do well against Dallas in the playoffs, even though those are Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre teams.
Same organization.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Packers here, spread and money line. I think they win this game outright. I think they're a way better team than anyone gives them credit for. I think that's been the case the entire season. I'm gonna ride with them the first round. I think the Packers win this game outright, upset Dallas.
I like your optimism there with the Packers, honestly, because I'm going to take them on the spread for the plus 7.5. Cowboys aren't historically good covering in January, it seems. Like, they've covered, it was like 2 out of their last 12. I saw something like that.
Let's see. Let's give it a quick Google. Keep talking.
And,
we got the internet. We can look up numbers.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys on the money line. I think they're a way better team. I think the Cowboys actually have a chance to do something that they haven't done in a while this year. But we'll get to that in a while. We'll get to that in a little bit. I think this team is a little different. Their defense is unbelievable.
I don't think this team's any different. I think it's the Dak Prescott-led team.
CD is playing as a top 2 receiver in the league right now. If you ride that hot hand,
he's been the best receiver in the league this year, I would argue.
Yeah, no.
To be honest.
Yeah, he probably is. But when you watch Justin Jefferson, you're like, all right, this guy might be a little bit better skill-wise, but CD
this year was unbelievable.
Yes. So I'm going to take that whole offense. CD, Cooks,
Michael Gallup,
but he doesn't even play.
Jake Ferguson.
Pollard's
been playing better as of late. I think Pollard's starting to get a bit healthier off the leg injury last year.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think it's going to be kind of like an easy cover here.
You're taking Dallas to cover?
No, I think it's going to be an easy cover here with Green Bay. I think they'll win by about a field goal.
I think it's going to be a close game, yeah. I like Green Bay with the points here, definitely. Like I said, Green Bay outright.
I'm taking the Cowboys.
Okay. Last game on Sunday, another electric game. I mean, could you have written up a better script for this game?
This one is out of
This might be the most excited I've been for a playoff game in a long time.
Me too.
Storylines in this game are unbelievable. Rams going into Detroit, playing the Lions. Stafford versus Goff in Detroit. Lions are favored by 3. I'm taking the Rams outright. I think the Rams win this game. I'm very high on the Rams in the playoffs. You'll find out through the rest of this video. But, I'm not going to doubt 2 years ago they were in the Super Bowl. People seem to gloss over that. Obviously, the roster's different, but the skeleton of that roster is still there. Mm-hmm. You still have Cooper Kupp. You still have Matt Stafford.
Some could say this offense is better, right?
I would argue it probably is.
Kupp, Kyrie,
it's about the
Puka.
same.
They didn't have. Kupp isn't as good as he was.
The numbers, I think, probably numbers-wise, is not as good as the Super Bowl Rams offense, but still, you have. I would say you probably have more weapons. Higbee's still there. Now you have Puka. You have Kyron Williams.
But in turn, their defense is obviously not as
good. Their defense is ass.
Yeah.
But the Lions' defense hasn't been playing good football lately either.
Oh.
Lions being only favored by 3 here, I think, is pretty telling. I'm going to take the Rams outright and with the spread for the picks, but this game's unbelievable. You couldn't write a better storyline.
Yeah, I think this could go either way. It's the most 50-50 game probably of the season, in my opinion.
This game's going to be unbelievable.
No idea.
Like I said, I haven't been this excited for a playoff game in quite some time.
Yeah, me neither. I'm thrilled for this game. I'm going to take the Lions -3 and the money line. I think that this magical Rams season's going to come to an end. I could see the public absolutely adoring Stafford coming back to Detroit.
I think they are. Yeah. I'm riding with them on it, though. I think I've been feeling it in my gut.
Like I said, I could see this going either way. I'm just going to go with the better offense, in my opinion. I think the Lions' offense has been almost an unstoppable force this season.
The Lions have a squad.
It's
There's no way.
Amon-Ra is, if CD's the number 1, he's the number 2 this season. Yes.
Tyreek.
Okay, but
Amon-Ra's been a top 5 receiver in football since he's come into the league. Probably.
No, but he's gotten better every year.
He's a fantastic.
This is
player.
Easily his best year.
It is 100%.
Unreal.
He's been unbelievable.
Laporta has a shot of playing, which I think he's a tough ass dude.
I think Laporta's going to play. Let's give that a quick search while you keep going.
I think he's going to play. Their rushing game is unbelievable. If they get any sort of lead, I could see them just trying to slow the game down heavily and run the ball out against that porous Rams defense. So, yeah, I think the Lions honestly have it pretty easy this Sunday.
Easy?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Laporta has an outside shot to play this weekend. But when I saw that, I thought his knee just became pulled pork.
I almost cried.
Yeah, I was about to go to Detroit and beat the piss out of Dan Campbell for that one.
Yeah, some things were said.
Yeah, playing Laporta in a meaningless game, Week 18, almost killing him. But yeah, that's the Sunday slate.
Yeah, that's a beautiful Sunday slate.
Last game of the wild card weekend, Monday night. I've been waiting all day for Monday night. I know it's not the song. I changed it a little bit. Eagles going into Tampa. Eagles are favored by 3 here. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take Philly, man. It kind of disgusts me as cold as they've been recently. They've lost 3 games in a row to the Cardinals, Giants, and
they've been the worst team the last 7 weeks.
I know they lost 5 of their last 6. I saw something on Twitter actually. First team in NFL history to start 10-1 and not finish with 12 wins.
Something something like happened. I don't know what happened. Is it like
I think teams really just figured out their scheme. I mean, you watch them play, and even talking to my Eagles fan friends, they're all like, "We're so predictable." Like, and even watching them Sunday in the Giants game, it's like, "Oh, inside zone screen, try and throw."
okay? But even I feel like even earlier in the year when they were dominating with their run
They weren't
game,
even dominating.
their run game, they were dominating.
Yeah.
Like what was that? It was a Monday Night Football game. They ran the fucking piss.
Oh, the Dolphins game.
They
smoked the Dolphins.
yeah. That's when Swift had like 185. Right?
Yes.
He like if they have a game like if they like start playing like that, I think they have a chance to actually make a run.
They need to be able to lean on their running game. I agree. Because
Heavily.
Hurts has been playing not great football lately. He's been turning the ball over a lot.
Their receivers they have made no noise. It's kind of
I know.
quiet.
Well, they've been quiet. They don't scheme anyone open just from watching them. Like
Yeah, Sirianni's
they
a pretty
rely
big doofus.
they rely on their talent level way too much, and like there's no creativity in their offense. All that being said, man, the Bucs are not a great football team.
No.
They scored 9 points in Carolina
They're
last
a fun
weekend.
football team.
They're a good story. I mean, what, another team that won the Super Bowl a couple years ago, lost Brady last year, bring in Baker Mayfield, make the playoffs again. Third or fourth straight NFC South title, I believe.
Yeah,
So
third.
they are a great story. I think the Eagles come in here. I think they win this game pretty easily. I think they win this game by a touchdown plus, honestly. I just think it's a mismatch for Tampa, even with all the Eagles' struggles lately.
Yeah.
I'm going to ride with the team that has a history of winning in the playoffs, and I think it's just a way better team.
I'm going to take that as well. I'm going to take them on the spread and the money line. I think the Eagles are going to outmatch them.
I think this is a good
skill-wise.
bounce back spot for them. They have to be fired up coming into this game.
And hey, if they lose, I won't even be sad, guys.
If they lose, I'll probably be doing cartwheels. I hope I lose this pick, but I think they win this game.
Yeah, that wouldn't really. It wouldn't even surprise me if the Bucks come out and just
No, it wouldn't
beat them
sur-
by like a field goal.
That wouldn't surprise me if the Bucs won this game either. But I think the Eagles win this game kind of comfortably.
They would need a big game.
Nothing
from Mike Evans.
nothing will surprise me this weekend with all these games. The only thing that would really surprise me
Is a Steelers win.
is a Steelers win. Yeah.
And even then, I'd still be like, okay, like this.
Yeah, I guess I'm just like,
the
I don't
Bills-
see that happening. But I guess at the same time, it's not that surprising. It's like, oh, no way. Mike Tomlin did a Mike Tomlin thing.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin beat Sean McDermott in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's at the same. I guess it's not really that shocking, but it's a 10-point underdog, obviously, a little bit. Now let's get into the fun part of the video. Our predictions were a little different across the board.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your round 2 look like?
My round 2 looks like we have the Dallas Cowboys versus the Lions. We have
Good rematch.
great rematch.
Good rematch.
We have the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Niners.
Ooh.
Also, we have
2 good NFC games there.
do your NFC too.
My NFC games would be the Rams versus Philly, and then the Packers versus 49ers.
Rams versus Philly would be wild too.
Packers 49ers is kind of a cool one. I think that game might be a blowout though if it happened. But
Yeah.
beyond the point, Rams versus Eagles would be a good game.
On to the NFC. I think it's going to be Kansas City Bills.
That's what I have as well.
Another great.
I think we have the same.
throwback.
I think we have the same AFC side, and then Texans versus Ravens.
Texans versus Ravens.
So
yes.
our AFC side is the same. Our NFC side differs pretty hard because I'm on the 2 big underdogs this weekend.
Yeah,
I'm on the 6 and the 7 seed.
to win the game at least.
Yes, to win. So Rams versus Eagles in the NFC. If that were how it was the break, I'm taking the Rams there again, man. I think if the Rams win a game, I think if the Rams win this first round, they go on a run because then they could draw a good team. I mean, if the Packers don't win, they draw the 49ers.
And arguably, they're playing a worse team in the next round.
Yeah, well, that's also if the Packers were to win.
Yes.
If Dallas won, they would play Dallas.
Just in your scenario.
I mean, if Dallas won, they would play the 49ers,
yes.
which I also think is a decent matchup for them. I think they have a shot at winning that game. They beat them with their backups this week, obviously beyond the point, but still, divisional game, McVay. I'm taking McVay in that spot. Rams versus Eagles, Packers versus 49ers. I'm going to go with the Rams and the 49ers if my bracket was to be perfect and break the way I have it. And then, what do you have in your NFC? Because our AFC is the same, and I think we'll probably have the same AFC title game as well.
As for my NFC, I have the Lions versus the 49ers.
So you have the Lions beating...
I have the Lions beating the Cowboys, and I have the 49ers beating the Eagles.
Yes, which I would probably... If that was how it broke, I'd probably agree with you there. So your NFC title game would be Lions versus 49ers.
And then it would be the Bills versus the Ravens.
Which is what I have as well.
Oh, really?
Yes. If it was to break Bills, Chiefs, Texans, Ravens,
yeah.
I have Bills versus Ravens in the AFC title
So
as well.
who do you have in the Super Bowl then?
So my NFC title game will be Rams versus 49ers. Give me the Rams, man. I think the Rams go on a run. People are really sleeping on this team in terms of like playoff experience. They won the fucking Super Bowl 2 years ago.
No, I'm not sleeping. I think if they do win this game versus the Lions,
They go on
I'm
a
in
run.
total agreement with you. I think they win.
I think if they win the
Go to
first
the Super
game,
Bowl.
on a run. I agree. So, and then in the AFC, Bills versus Ravens, I'm taking the Ravens, man. They look like the most dominant team in football this year by a lot.
Wow, yeah.
And like I said, the future I mentioned before, I have a little bit of juice on Ravens winning the AFC and Ravens winning the Super Bowl I placed back
A
in
little
November.
sprinky.
I wouldn't say a little sprinky. Probably a bit of an aggressive number, but yeah, I mean. So my Super Bowl would be Rams versus Ravens. And what would yours be?
Mine would be Ravens Lions.
Ooh.
I think that would be an unbelievable Super Bowl.
I think we're gonna get a really good Super Bowl this year. The only Super Bowl I don't think would be fun is like Steelers Philly, which I don't think
Yeah.
happens.
If Steelers Philly happens,
I'll throw up. Yeah, that would be horrible. No
we're
one wants
making an
that.
hysterical video about that.
That would be hysterical. An Eagles Steelers Super Bowl, just Pennsylvania dirtbags fist fighting each other for
That
2
would be
weeks.
awesome.
That would be funny.
So yeah, in my Super Bowl, yes, Ravens, Lions. I have the Ravens coming out victorious.
I have the Ravens winning the Super Bowl as well
Lamar
against the
winning
Rams.
his first championship.
So we're both in agreement. The Ravens are a legitimate juggernaut.
That's awesome.
Boom.
Get
So
in that.
yeah, so we're on the same Super Bowl team, but things differ a little bit, obviously. We'll come back at you with a video next round. We're
Yes.
not fucking Nostradamus. We're going to have some wrong picks. This bracket's not going to look like the way we predict it.
But hey, if you're gambling a little bit on the brackets, we broke it down a little bit for you.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in a bracket pool, if you like a little wager on DraftKings or, your local Italian buddy, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, throw it under a little booking.
I don't encourage that behavior, but who knows? But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.
We will see you next time.
Yeah, check out our links in the bio. We're on Twitter, TikTok. We're gonna be on OnlyFans, I think,
Yeah,
soon.
pretty soon. I think we're getting verified for that.
Yeah. I sent in my verification code. It was a nude picture. of me.
yeah. It was you nude with a banana
In
cream
a
pie.
Lamar Jackson jersey. It was me in a Lamar Jackson jersey with nothing underneath it.
All right, guys. I think that's enough.
Yeah, I think we should cut off this video. Thank you guys for watching.
you
We'll see
later.
you. Peace.